All right. Morning, Christina. How are you?
Hi. Hold on.
You're fine.
Perfect. Here we go.
I am just,
Hi.
hi, I'm looking for my group, so we're not running too late. So how's everything going?
It's going well.
Good. I love your little setup. It looks great. And how are things coming with your book? And I know that you've been locked out of Facebook, so how are you feeling about that?
Oh, it's super frustrating.
I know they've not had any ability to resolve that for you.
No. And I mean, I don't see where the help is.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's so frustrating. Oh my gosh. I think that's why you having a website is amazing, that it's all there. That's what I'm trying to teach a lot of people as well. But anyway, I'm glad that you're doing this. So today I'm just going to introduce you from how I know you. And I'm just going to let them know that you've been a care instructor for quite a while. So you've got lots of knowledge. And then as you share a little bit about yourself, you can just do an introduction, like why you chose to go from just being a massage therapist, maybe into the CRTS realm. And then you can just go in and ask your request and just say, this is my book. You can explain Adapting Raindrop, how it's helped hundreds of people, and why you're doing book number 2 and why you need the professionals' help now. So I think it'll be a good little call. These calls are usually pretty interactive. I've done a couple through Zoom broadcasting into my account, and sometimes it lags a little bit, so it might be hard to see questions, but I'll let you know if I see any questions right away.
Okay.
Talking. So I'm just gonna click. Do you have any questions or anything else you wanted to share?
No, I'd love to just mention the All Things Raindrop membership, because
Yeah.
that's really for practitioners, and I just would
Okay.
like more people to know about that.
Perfect. So we'll do intro, and then your main online resource, All Things Raindrop. And that's where you have little mini ebooks and lots of videos, and it's how much per month now?
It's less than $6 a month.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah,
less than $6
it's
per
really
month.
inexpensive.
No, it's perfect. I have had such success with just those smaller prices, and people buy it while you're sleeping, so it's nice. And then your first book, Adapting Raindrop, and then your new book. And this one will be called, do you know what it's called yet?
Well, the one that I do have is called the Raindrop Resource Guide for Oily Families.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
That's
not
okay.
resource guide for oily family. Perfect. Okay. And then your new book will be all about how professionals walk into that role.
It'll be for practitioners. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We've had this lingering head cold. I don't know what's going on now. I, of course, have it, and I sound like a frog.
Aw.
It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna click to go live. If anything goes wrong, if you get bumped off the Zoom, just join back in, and then we'll try it again.
Okay.
Of course, I want to take a bite. Okay, I think we're live in the meeting. Okay, I mean in the group. Let me just check in here on my phone. Did you want me to show any links or screen sharing or anything like that, or you have it all with you?
Oh, yeah, sure. If you want to show my website, that's great. Everything's there.
And that's called,
adaptingraindrop.com.
that's what I thought. Alrighty. Okay, friends, I think that I'm going to just say hello, waiting on it to pop up on my phone. But we are going to do a special introductory guest today. We have Christina here. And okay, it's not showing up for me yet. It's all right. Technology is always fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to start again. Good morning, Raindroppers. I'm so excited for you guys to be all together with us today. We have a special Friday meetup today. We don't normally meet on Fridays. It's more like a fun Friday, but this is very fun because we have Christina Hagan. She's an author and she's a fellow care instructor with me, and she's going to introduce her journey through care. She's going to share a lot about what she's done and how she helps her clients, and now how she helps a lot of students and other fellow Raindroppers. It's so much, it's so interesting to see how different all of the care instructors and practitioners end up using Raindrop in their business. So I love the fact that Christina is going to give you a different point of view than my point of view, which is always fun. And I'm just so blessed that she gets to share her knowledge with us today, and I can't wait to see what comes of it because she's got something that she needs all of you guys to help with. So Christina, will you please share your journey a little bit and then tell us about a few of your things? You have an online resource that's available, which is a membership that's part of your website. And you have also a resource book that's out for oily families, the Raindrop Resource Guide. And then you'll be presenting a new book for practitioners here soon. So go ahead, please share.
Okay, well, hey. So you want to know about how I got involved in care? Is that what you're? Yeah,
No,
well,
yeah, as a massage therapist, right? And then you got involved with care after?
well, it was pretty soon. I was going to massage school in Colorado. My husband and I went together, and that's where I was introduced to essential oils. And then the art teacher at the school that I was teaching at introduced me to Young Living. So that's how I got involved. And I was just fascinated by the oils and everything. And yeah, this art teacher gave me a Raindrop, and I had such an amazing healing experience that I was like, whew, I gotta learn more about this thing. So that's what got me to start learning. And I was I just graduated massage school. I heard some of the students talking about, hey, they had this spa class, and there was like 30 minutes of where this lady was putting oils and doing all this thing for this rainbow thing. And they were like, I don't know what it was. And I'm like, oh, were you talking about Raindrop? And they said, oh, yeah, yeah. And I said, it's amazing. You need to learn more about it. So I went to the owner of the massage school, and I told him, I said, hey, next time you teach Raindrop, I said, I want to teach it. And he was like, oh, okay, great. So a couple months later, I get a call from him, and he's like, you still want to teach that Raindrop? And I said, yes. So we got the date down and everything. And then he says, okay, so this should be about a 6 to 8 hour class. You good with that? And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? I hung up the phone and I go to my husband. I'm like, I have got to learn more about Raindrop. So that's how I found care. And care had a training in a month, just 1 hour north of us. So when I read the website, I was like, Brian, I said, this is what I want to teach, that I love this, that I want to teach this. So that's how I got into it.
Awesome. That is amazing. What a God thing happening right there. Get you involved before you have all the things aligned. I love it. That means you're meant to do it. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. And so you've had tons of years of experience. You've been doing this for a long time. And who is your primary clientele? Like, is it for pain relief? Is it for, you do a lot, your husband does a lot of sports stuff, right? And do you also in that realm as well?
No, I don't. I do a lot of manual lymph drainage.
Okay.
So anyone who has swelling, that's where I come in. So I see a lot of people who are interested in keeping their bodies healthy with manual lymph drainage. people who have cancer or had cancer. And I have a lot of women who have lymphedema now due to breast cancer surgery, people who are fighting cancer naturally.
Mhm.
So a lot of my Raindrop people are either looking to support their body naturally, or they've had cancer before, it showed up again, and now they're like, I'm going about this differently.
Okay.
Um, so now they're working in a natural realm. Um,
Wow.
and then a lot of my Raindrop people were my lymph people. And
Mhm.
then I just slowly introduced them to the oils, to Raindrop, and, just do little bits at a time. And so I would say in a month, they're like, let's do Raindrop. They want to do the whole experience.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I know we have some members in here that are really probably just waiting to hear more about your lymph journey and the cancer journey and stuff. It's unfortunately you can't find someone who doesn't have it these days. So that's awesome, and I'm grateful you're sharing that, because it's hard to talk about it freely and not feel like you're going to be in trouble for it. So yeah, so okay, so Christina has tons of information to share on her online website, adaptingraindrop.com. So if you guys want to learn more about her, please go visit her website. You can sign up to be a member on her account, and then you get her all things Raindrop, which is like a little guide, a membership, where you can enter in and watch videos. She has tons of little tidbits and details in there, and that's under $6 a month, she said, so very affordable. She's also written a book, which is the Raindrop Resource Guide for Families. And I know that you had shown a picture of that.
Yeah.
You have that with you. Yes. So beautiful little book. It's just like a softback book. You can put in your Raindrop bag if you need it.
Mhm.
Has details on how to make things more comfortable, right? What are the main things in there for us?
Well, so this I geared towards, I call them oily families. It's really for moms who have learned Raindrops. So whether they learned it at a care intensive or from a video or from a book, I know there's all similar questions. You learn this stuff and then you go home and then you're like, well, wait, what about this, right? Like, how do I give Raindrop to a kid or my baby? Or, hey, my friend is pregnant. How do I give Raindrop to her safely?
Mhm.
And so it's more about like the positioning and things that people wouldn't know. But I've been in the massage field, right? So I'm more familiar with some of those bolstering ideas and how to do that. And also, some people don't have a massage table. So does that mean you can't give a Raindrop? Not at all.
Right.
So I show you with lots of pictures. I got lots of pictures in here, just how to give Raindrops in different positions, the pros and cons. And then, hey, let's make it super comfortable for everybody. There's a big discussion on detoxing considerations, how to change up the oils, because I'm all for saying, hey, we want to support this system or that system. Let's look at the oils we have and let's work on supporting those different systems a little bit more.
Perfect. Perfect. We can
So
just talk about that here too.
that's our oily family book.
Good. Okay. I just got up your website. I'm going to share the screen and show people what it looks like and how to get the Raindrop resource guide, or the all things Raindrop. I keep calling it a different thing. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of names, so no worries.
Let me get that here. Okay, so here is her website, adaptingraindrop.com. And you can see here she has the place for Raindrop resources, beautiful. She has online programs, memberships, books, and tools. So everything that you need from her is on her website, adaptingraindrop.com. The cool thing that she has is this online membership we were talking about. And it's that really inexpensive per month. You can just go in there and it has all of her little extra classes, and she posts new things with new interviews with people. I've loved that. Lots of different things that you have. So I love it. I'm so happy that you have created this. This is definitely a labor of love. We know that because it's not always what people, we have a very niche market. We have a very but I think it's growing. I think it's expanding. And I think every time we talk about it more and we're just committed to this cause of helping people naturally, I mean, it's just going to keep growing. So, okay. So, and then you have a special request, right? Because you have another book coming up. I'm going to stop here.
Yeah. So I've finished the first draft of the Raindrop Resource Guide for Practitioners. So I'm taking all my years of experience as a massage therapist practitioner who offers Raindrop and putting it in this book. And the reason I'm doing this is because, like, we go off, right? We learn this technique, and then whoop, we're off on our own. And I know, Amelia, this is something that we talked about how we just want to offer support for the people who are out there trying to do this, right, as a business. So my goal is to reduce people's learning curve. And I'm doing that through the book and All Things Raindrop. So if you have a question like, what's the best way to work with somebody who has cancer? Or, hey, how about somebody with Lyme's disease? Then that way you won't have to do all that struggling to figure it out. You'll get these, I'm calling it golden nuggets of information from other practitioners. So I don't know everything. So I've put what I know in the book. And then all my interviews are really gathering these golden nuggets from other people in All Things Raindrop. But for me to make sure that I've got information in this book that you are going to find valuable, I wanted to ask practitioners, other practitioners who are in the field, 3 questions. So here they are. Like, I want to know what keeps you up at night when you're giving Raindrop to a new receiver. Like, I know when my husband and I started our massage practice, there were a lot of nights that one of us would wake up because we were like, oh gosh, did I work too hard on that client? You know, are they going to be bruised? Because we only want to do good. We only want to help people. So it really hurt my husband's heart. Here he is doing sports massage, right? Neuromuscular, deeper stuff. And his clients would come back and they would be bruised. Oh my gosh. So he had to learn a little bit how to approach things a little bit differently. So I want to know from you, like, what worries you at nighttime, whether you have this new person coming and you're thinking about doing a Raindrop for them, or maybe you gave Raindrop to somebody and then that night you were like, oh gosh, I hope that they're experiencing this and not this. Like, what worries you? Okay. The other question I have is, where do you need the most support in your Raindrop practice? Okay. And then number 3 is, if in this Raindrop resource guide that I'm writing, what do you want in there? What do you want to see? What would help you the most? Okay, and what would help you the most? That's awesome. Yeah. So those are all awesome questions, and I'm sure that I have a ton of students in here that are all working towards this. And then I do have a lot of professionals that are already practicing. So yeah, it'll be great for the students to see as well. Like, okay, these are things I need to think about as I begin practicing and as I begin offering my services and starting my business. So it's going to help the whole group right now. Is awesome. That's the goal. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just write up those questions. I'll write your email address and I'll just put it in a post. People can comment on there and answer them that way, or they can email you directly, right? Is that okay? Yeah, you're welcome to email, call me, text me. I mean, whatever. If you have like a deep, you're like, I just want to talk with you. I mean, just that's fine. Okay. You're open to call. Sometimes it's easier. Yeah. Call, email. Okay. Awesome. And then, so as we see that going out, I'm just going to keep referring people to you when people are needing support in their, their foundation of structure and how to hold, like how to create that really good,
what am I trying to say? That really good ability to perform Raindrop well. And that's something that is not something I focus on as much in my group, because I'm focusing on helping people get certified and licensed and getting their business going. And so this is going to be great. I'm really, I'm just so honored that you've decided to come in and share with us, and you wanted to offer some support here. So thank you. You're welcome to post in the group if you have ideas or other questions, or just popping in. I know it's fun to just make make appearances around when you have burning desire questions and stuff. It's a community. So you're welcome here. I'm really, really happy that you're wanting to be around us. And yeah, we've got a lot going on. We're just kind of plugging away, and we're gonna take a nice little holiday fun time during the break, because I'm having a baby. But other than that, welcome to Raindrop, the the care student group. And if anyone has any questions, I moved my page over, and I apologize. I'm recovering from this upper respiratory thing, and I feel like I can't really talk properly. But I'm going to go over here and see what questions we had. And now I cannot find it. There it is. Okay. All right, so we had Becky on there. She's already giving us some questions. She said that she's really interested in learning more about advertising, what we can say, what we can't say, and then what do we need to be careful of saying. That was one of her things. Jennifer is one of my students here. She's taking her exam in a couple of weeks, or no, not even a week. It's in 1 week. And she's the breast cancer survivor, and I'm sure she would love to call and chat with you about her journey.
Sure.
So she invited you to do that, Jennifer. Take her up on a phone call. And then, yeah, I think that's all we have. But this will be up in the group. A lot of people said they couldn't make it to the live, so I'll just post it again, and I'll make it into a link on YouTube as well to post in other places. But yeah, the questions were, what are you worried about at night? What makes you stay up at night and just kind of fret over before you have a new client? How can you put that into words so that we know what to offer you there? And what do you need most support in with your Raindrop business? And then what was the last one? I only wrote down what would.
Sure. What would you like to see in the Raindrop Resource Guide for practitioners?
What would you like to see in the guide? And I love that you said it's going to be a little bit of system work too. Like you're going to talk about immunity and Lyme's disease and cancer and that kind of thing. So that's going to have like an index type section, you think?
There is. There's a third. There's 3 parts to it. The third part I call special considerations. So I'm not discussing what oils to use,
Okay.
but other things that you want to consider. Special consideration, and then tips that I've learned in my practice or what other people have shared with me that's worked well for them.
Okay, great. So it'll be more practical things, what to look out for detox wise. Because we know that some people who have certain ailments, they detox way differently than other people do. And it can be hard too. So, okay, well, I am so grateful for you. Do you have anything else you want to share with us, or anything else that's coming up for you?
Yeah, so I am on Facebook again. I had a nice little group myself, Adapting Raindrop, but unfortunately I've been blocked on that account. So I started a new one. So it's Christina Hagan author. So if you'd like, you're welcome to join me there.
Yes, and you can like her page and find her and tag her and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks, Christina. You have a wonderful weekend. Everybody else who's joining live, thank you for joining. And anyone who's watching later, please just comment with what you have got, and look for another post that has those questions written in there. You can either comment with the answers, you can call her, email her, or find her on Facebook and message her the answers. So have a great day. God bless.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Bye.